Bonjour and welcome viewers and students to Let's Speak French, Parlons Français. These lessons on basic French are short and easy, and if you follow the program regularly, I can assure you that very soon you will be able to understand French quite easily. The previous session focused on the negative form of the compound past tense. In today's class, we will focus on the pronoun "e", which is used for indicating a location. This lesson has been divided into 3 sections. In the first section, I will read out a French text where the pronoun "e" occurs several times. Then in the next section, I will explain all about this pronoun. And finally, in the third section, we will do an exercise to revise what we learned in today's session. We'll begin the lesson with the French text. This text consists of a dialogue that takes place between 2 friends who happen to meet on the road. Salut Stéphane, pourquoi tu es debout devant la porte? J'y suis debout parce que j'allais sonner. Je passais devant ta maison et j'ai pensé venir te voir. Allez, entre. Tu vas à l'exposition de peinture cet après-midi? Peut-être, si j'ai le temps. Pourquoi tu veux y aller? Non, j'ai déjà vu l'exposition. Elle est formidable. Tu dois emmener Rosalie. Elle s'intéresse beaucoup à l'art. C'est vrai, elle s'y intéresse énormément. Inès, que fais-tu ce soir? Fred, Rosalie et moi, on va au restaurant. Mais vous ne pouvez pas y aller. Camille est malade. Quoi? Qu'est-ce que tu racontes? Elle souffre de migraine. Je lui ai conduit au médecin ce matin. Il lui a dit de bien se reposer. Où est-elle maintenant? À la maison? Non, chez sa sœur. Elle a décidé d'y aller car son quartier est trop bruyant et elle n'arrive pas à dormir. Ah, d'accord. Camille va guérir vite parce que Rosalie va prendre soin d'elle. So this was a short text where the pronoun "e" has been used several times. In the next section, I will explain to you all about this pronoun. The pronoun "e" is a tiny word and one may think it is of no consequence. But in reality, this pronoun is very important. As we all know, a noun or a nominal group can be replaced with a pronoun in order to avoid repetition. "E" is a pronoun and it works in the same way. In French, this pronoun "e" serves 2 different purposes. We will examine each of its uses separately. I will first explain what this pronoun replaces. Then I will explain its position in a sentence. The primary function of the pronoun "e" is to replace a location. When the pronoun "e" substitutes a place, it can be translated into English as there. This location is not limited to a geographical name, but includes any place such as under the carpet, behind the bank, etc. Let's consider the following example. Tu vas au théâtre aujourd'hui? Non, j'y vais demain. This example translates as, are you going to the theatre today? No, I'm going there tomorrow. The noun that is replaced by the pronoun "e" is théâtre. However, if you watch closely, you will find that it is not just the noun théâtre, but also the preposition that precedes it that has been replaced. This happens in English as well. There replaces to the theatre and not just theatre. Let me repeat. Tu vas au théâtre aujourd'hui? Non, j'y vais demain. This example translates as, Are you going to the theatre today? No, I'm going there tomorrow. The noun that is replaced by the pronoun E is théâtre. However, if you watch closely, you will find that it is not just the noun théâtre, but also the preposition that precedes it that has been replaced. This happens in English as well. They replaces to the theatre and not just theatre. There are a number of prepositions of location in French, but those that are used most frequently are à, en, dans, devant, derrière, sous, sur, and chez. I'll again repeat the words à, en, dans, devant, derrière, sous, sur, and chez. So when any of these 7 prepositions are followed by a location, the preposition along with the location can be swapped for the pronoun E. In the text, we have 4 instances where the pronoun E replaces a location and the preposition that precedes the location. Pourquoi tu es debout devant la porte? J'y suis debout parce que j'allais sonner. Why are you standing in front of the door? I'm standing there because I was about to ring the bell. In this sentence, E replaces the prepositional phrase devant la porte. If Stéphane had repeated the location, his reply would have been Je suis debout devant la porte parce que j'allais sonner. Tu vas à l'exposition de peinture? Pourquoi tu veux y aller? Are you going to the painting exhibition? Why do you want to go there? Here, E replaces the prepositional phrase à l'exposition de peinture. If this location were to be repeated, the question would be Pourquoi tu veux aller à l'exposition de peinture? On va au restaurant, mais vous ne pouvez pas y aller. We are going to the restaurant, but you can't go there. In this example, we find that E takes into account the different inflected forms of the preposition a as well. O is a contraction of the preposition a and the definite article le. If we replace E with the prepositional phrase, Inès' remark would be Mais vous ne pouvez pas aller au restaurant. Elle est chez sa sœur. Elle a décidé d'y aller car son quartier est trop bruyant. She is at her sister's place. She decided to go there because her neighborhood is too noisy. In this example, E replaces chez sa sœur. Had the pronoun E not been used, the sentence would have been Elle a décidé d'aller chez sa sœur car son quartier est trop bruyant. In French, substituting a prepositional phrase of location for the pronoun E not only makes the sentence shorter, but also more elegant. Unnecessary repetitions weigh down sentences, making them heavy and monotonous. Before we examine the second use of the pronoun E, let me bring to your attention the position of this pronoun when it replaces a prepositional phrase of location. In all 4 examples, the pronoun E is placed before the verb. To illustrate it better, let us consider one sentence and examine all possible positions of the pronoun E. Let's examine the following sentence. Nous travaillons à la banque. We work in the bank. If the sentence has just one verb, E is always placed before the verb. Nous y travaillons. We work there. Nous n'y travaillons pas. We are not working there. If the sentence is in a compound tense, such as the compound past tense, then the pronoun y precedes the auxiliary verb. Nous y avons travaillé. We worked there. Nous n'y avons pas travaillé. We didn't work there. If the sentence has two verbs, the pronoun precedes the second verb. Nous aimons y travailler. We like to work there. Nous n'aimons pas y travailler. We don't like to work there. Since the letter Y is considered as a semi-vowel, the phenomenon of elision must be observed in certain cases. The second use of the pronoun y is restricted to a few cases only. There are several idiomatic expressions such as penser à, réfléchir à, to think about, s'intéresser à, to be interested in, obéir à, to obey, assister à, to be present, participer à, to participate in, répondre à, to reply. I'll again repeat the words. Penser à, réfléchir à, to think about, s'intéresser à, to be interested in, obéir à, to obey, assister à, to be present, participer à, to participate in, répondre à, to reply, where the preposition à does not indicate a position nor a movement towards a location. In such instances, the pronoun y can be used to replace the noun or nominal group that is the object of the preposition à. In English, this particular usage of y can be translated as it. Let me illustrate this point with examples. Je pense à mon enfance. J'y pense. I'm thinking of my childhood. I'm thinking of it. Nous avons assisté à un match de tennis. Nous y avons assisté. We were present at a tennis match. We were present there. However, one must bear in mind that if the object is a person, one cannot use the pronoun y. Elle ne répond pas à la lettre. Elle n'y répond pas. Elle ne répond pas à sa mère. Elle n'y répond pas. In the text, we have an example of the pronoun y replacing an idiomatic expression. Elle s'intéresse beaucoup à l'art. C'est vrai, elle s'y intéresse énormément. She is very interested in art. Right, she is tremendously interested in art. In this example, y replaces à l'art, which is the object of the idiomatic expression s'intéresser à. If Stéphane had repeated the object, his remark would have been elle s'intéresse énormément à l'art. The rule regarding the position of the pronoun is the same. Before we proceed to the next section, let me summarize the lesson. The pronoun y serves two purposes. One, where it replaces a prepositional phrase that indicates a location. In this case, it can be translated as there. And the other use of the pronoun y is when it replaces the noun or nominal group that is the object of the preposition à in certain idiomatic expressions. In such situations, y can be translated as it. Although the pronoun has two different meanings, the rule regarding its position within a sentence is the same. If the sentence has just one verb, y is always placed before the verb. Cette année, nous y participons. This year, we are participating in it. Cette année, nous n'y participons pas. This year, we are not participating in it. If the sentence is in a compound tense, such as the compound past tense, then the pronoun y precedes the auxiliary verb. L'année dernière, nous y avons participé. Last year, we participated in it. L'année dernière, nous n'y avons pas participé. Last year, we didn't participate in it. If the sentence has two verbs, the pronoun precedes the second verb. Nous voulons y participer. We would like to participate in it. Nous ne voulons pas y participer. We do not wish to participate in it. In this third section, we will revise what we learned in today's session on the pronoun E. A short exercise has been provided below. We need to reply to the questions using the pronoun E. Avez-vous cherché sous les meubles? The prepositional phrase sous les meubles will be replaced with E. The pronoun will precede the auxiliary verb. So, in the affirmative form, the answer would be oui, nous y avons cherché. In the negative form, E will be placed between ne and the auxiliary. Non, nous n'y avons pas cherché. Tu vas au musée avec tes parents? The prepositional phrase au musée will be replaced with E. The pronoun will precede the verb. So, in the affirmative form, the answer would be oui, j'y vais avec mes parents. In the negative form, E will be placed between ne and the verb. Non, je n'y vais pas avec mes parents. Vous avez un pommier dans le jardin? The prepositional phrase dans le jardin will be replaced with E. The pronoun will precede the verb. So, in the affirmative form, the answer would be oui, nous y avons un pommier. In the negative form, E will be placed between ne and the verb. Non, nous n'y avons pas un pommier. Cet hiver, ils veulent faire un voyage en Suisse. The prepositional phrase en Suisse will be replaced with E. The pronoun will precede the second verb. So, in the affirmative form, the answer would be oui, cet hiver, ils veulent y faire un voyage. And in the negative form, it would be non, cet hiver, ils ne veulent pas y faire un voyage. On peut écrire sur cette feuille blanche? The prepositional phrase sur cette feuille blanche will be replaced with E. The pronoun will precede the second verb. So, in the affirmative form, the answer would be oui, vous pouvez y écrire. And in the negative form, it would be non, vous ne pouvez pas y écrire. With this, we come to the end of our third lesson. This lesson was divided into 3 sections. In the first section, I read out a French text in which the pronoun E occurred several times. In the second section, I explained the 2 different uses of this pronoun. We also learned about its various possessions within a sentence. And finally, in the third section, we revised today's lesson by doing an exercise. I hope you enjoyed today's session. In the next session, we'll examine the pronoun en. I hope to see you in the next session. Thank you and à bientôt. See you soon.